Celsus de Medicina, Episode 4. Ex quo apparet, as partes Medicinae solas ab his esse tentatas, easque esse vetustissimas, eodemque auctordre disci potest, morbos tuum ad irdram deorum immortalium, relatos esse, et ab iistem opem posci solitam, verique simile est, inter non multa auxilia adversae valitudinis, plerumque tamen eam bonum contigisse, ob bonos mordres, quos neque desidia, neque lexuria, viti arant. Siquidem haec duo corpora, prius in Graecia, dende apud nos afflixerunt. Celsus continues now, discussing the origin of medicine among the Greeks. From this, he says, from the preceding discussion of Asclepius and so forth, it is obvious, apparet, that these aspects, has partes solas, that only these aspects of medicine, esse tentatas, were attempted or tried by these men, meaning by the Greek doctors. So, apparet introduces oratio obliqua, indirect discourse, the subject of which is partes, which is accusative, and the verb of which is esse, the infinitive, and then the predicate is tentatas. Ab his is an ablative of agency, very common with passive forms like esse tentatas. That only these aspects of medicine were attempted by these men, and moreover, that these, eas, were esse vetustissimas, that these were very ancient. These practices were the very ancient practices. From the previous episode, we know that these are ways to, or that Celsus is referring to, ways to treat wounds and diseases. That is, wounds and diseases arising from battle, and no particular approach to preventative medicine or general health. Eodemque auctore, and from the same author, from the same authority, disci potest, we can learn. A more wooden and literal translation would be to say it can be learned, but that's not good English. That, once again, disci, here a passive infinitive, introduces oratio obliqua, indirect discourse. It can be learned that diseases, tuum, at that time, to the anger of the immortal gods, ad irdram deorum immortalium, diseases were relegated or referred. In other words, the anger of the immortal gods was seen as the cause for diseases. Relatos is the fourth principal part of the verb refero with esse, and relatos is masculine plural accusative to agree with its predicate or its subject, morbos. And the other thing that can be learned, one can learn disci potest also at that help was accustomed, solitam esse, help was typically requested or sought from these same gods. So the gods make us sick, according to this theory, and the gods are petitioned for the cure. And, he continues, verique simile est, and it is probable, it is likely, it is like unto the truth, has verisimilitude, that in the midst of, inter non multa auxilia, in the midst of the fact that there were not many aids to good health, aids against bad health, adversae valitudinis, which is feminine singular and genitive, while auxilia is accusative as the object of the preposition inter. In the midst of not many aids against bad health, nevertheless, generally speaking, plerumque, that health, eam, was good. It tended to be good because of bonos mores, good character, good habits. The good habits which neither desidia nor luxuria vitiarant, which neither sloth or indolence nor excessive living had corrupted, vitiarant. This form vitiarant, from the first conjugation verb vitio, vitiare, is actually vitiaverunt, which has been syncopated here by dropping a syllable. And yet, of course, siquidem, these two things, haec duo, namely desidia and luxuria, corpora, first in Greece, then even among us, afflicted. So these two vices, desidia and luxuria, afflicted or corrupted, harmed bodies, first in Greece, then among us. This, of course, a statue of Asclepius, Apollo's son and the god of healing.